we nuance the shit out of things that are just very, very simple. So let me just say this. Your marriage is ending. Our marriages are ending because of one thing and one thing only. That is male normative alexithymia. What is alexithymia? Great question. I would love to tell you.
I would love to know.
Alexithymia is the psychological term for not being able to name or talk about your emotions. This doesn't mean you don't feel the emotion. Men feel the emotion, and they just don't know how to talk about it or how to garner empathy from each other about said emotion.
Right, because when men talk about their emotions, they're seen as weak because the past. Here's the thing. In the past, we were seen as these toughened rocks that aren't supposed to have feelings, or just supposed to bring home the bread and make sure that the family's all right. But now women are saying, hey, you should be these emotional open flowers and whatnot, and we're not going to judge you, but then you do. So it's really not surprising that men don't open up and don't talk about their problems, but hey, it's just one of the excuses that they have for divorce. It could be that they're just not feeling happy in their relationship and they want something else. So, no, there isn't just one reason. Don't be stupid.
That labor doesn't just go away. It gets passed on to us. We deal with your emotions, the lack of ability that you have to regulate yourself. Our households live and die by your insecurities, what we're allowed to talk about and what we're not allowed to talk about. All the couples humor in the world does not take away from the fact that you're just not interested in us. You're not interested in contributing in a way that doesn't work for you. And maybe your wife will never leave you, but I know for a fact there are wives all over the world who regularly cry themselves to sleep over their marriages. And what they know will never happen, which is you will never have that.
And that's the problem. Like, if you find that, like, any women that are in a relationship or are in a marriage out there that are listening, if you feel the need to cry yourself to sleep, that's terrible. You need to talk with your partner. Sometimes men have a hard time bringing up emotions because, like she was just saying, we don't express our emotions. And like I was saying, because it's difficult, because men are judged for that reason. This is just so surprising. Don't know what else to say there. I'll get back to it.
That Westworld moment where you wake up and realize there are things you don't know about yourself that are harming other people. You have to be a fucking sociopath for that not to bother you. Not to make you change, not to make you do everything in your power. Go to whatever fucking therapy, read whatever book you have to read to make that change. And if you are one of the good ones, one of the good guys, and you're not actively making this your top priority, then you are not one of the good ones. All of these conversations we're having about division of labor, emotional labor, mental load, motherhood versus fatherhood, none of this fucking matters if we're not addressing the problem underneath, which is...
I hate that. There should not be a motherhood versus fatherhood. They're both very important roles, sorry, not rules, in a family life, and it shouldn't be a one over the other if they're gonna have some good families. I just really hate to see language and talk like that, and why am I not surprised from this woman? She looks absolutely miserable and blames men for her problems. Why am I not surprised? Get the shit all the time.
The fact that men can't deal with their emotions, they can't label them, they can't talk about them, and we are dying early. Thank you. I can't possibly pay.
Oh, thank God that woman is done talking. That's the problem. That is the huge problem. I would love to, I'm actually probably going to ask our editor to dig that one up, because I would love to see what the comments say, whether it's just women bitching about men, or if it's men chiming in, and if there's a subsequent stitch or whatever the reply videos are to this, because that's just dirty. Divorce is because of men, because they can't show their emotions when there's so many reasons. Anyways, men, I wish you the best out there if you are in a marriage, even if you're dating. But let's continue.
Pay for life coaching after divorce. This is what a lot of women tell me when they want to work with me, but they
Oh no, another damn life coach.
say, like, Christina, I really don't have a whole lot of money. I've never paid for a coach before. I've never had a mentor before. Where do I even start? Do I even need this? It's really important to me to be able to put out programs and ways to work with me that are very cost efficient, because I know the struggles of going through divorce where
Wow, my 30-day divorce transformation program. You're gonna be so much better after 30 days.
Oh, what bullshit.
you don't have a whole lot of money to be able to even apply to some of your growth after divorce. But their mind is always blown when I'm like, but you've already invested so much money in your divorce, which is just...
And this is a common thing with like a lot of info products, you know, it's free to get on their mailing list, and then they sell the hell out of their intro product, and it's all a sales funnel. So like, I'm really not surprised. I hate that we're, you know, selling products like this, and she's selling products to women like this, because there's plenty in the male space, like crappy testosterone supplements to boost your sex life, and there's a lot of reasons why sex isn't great. And again, if this wasn't YouTube, I'd talk plenty about that if that interested people, but anyways, I just hate seeing this stuff.
For the life experience itself, divorce is an investment. So you've already made an investment in coaching, whether you liked it or not, just by going through divorce.
Yeah. If you're married and you're going to your single friends for advice, why? They're not married. Like, who?
Yo, exactly.
Why would you think that they would have the wisdom and knowledge to help you through that thing? Whenever you go to somebody about your spouse, you're not going to them to just complain and rant and bash your spouse, because a lot of women do that with their friends.
By the way, the audio is in one ear. It's driving me nuts. I apologize. And just to add in my 2 cents on this, yeah, exactly. If I were married, I'd want to talk to a couple that's my age and probably from a generation above me to see how I deal with that, especially if it were something like divorce or infidelity, which that would ever happen. But then again, I'm never getting married, so maybe that'll apply to somebody.
And what happens is their friends validate their feelings about their spouse and then say, girl, you don't need him. You're better off without him. So divorce him.
Same with guys.
Especially single friends. Go to married people that have walked before you and that you know are going to point you.
And I think this is why so many women are divorcing men. It's because they're taking advice from their jealous single friends who want to see them fail and want them to go through the same stuff that they're going through, and they want them to come out with them when they party at night. Such a sad thing.
In the right direction. So that could be your parents. Maybe it's not your parents. Maybe your parents come from a divorced relationship, or they would not be the best person for advice. So who do you need to go to? Someone that you may know, that you trust, that's going to really support you, a pastor. Pay for marriage counseling. Hunter and I did that, and it was the best thing ever.
Oh, well, that's the next video. But, yeah, I mean, if you care about your relationship enough, you probably should spend the time to invest in it that way, like the woman is saying. In any case, this was a really long video. I appreciate you joining me. I'm probably going to split this into 2 parts. I'm not going to call it part 1, part 2. But in any case, I appreciate you watching. If you didn't get it before, really would appreciate it if you like the video so it gets out to more people. Subscribe if you haven't already. You watched a few videos and you like it. And below in the description, I have a link to Locke the Bounty Hunter's channel. He is our newest member of Fiendgang, putting out some different videos, and some videos just like the one you just watched. So would highly appreciate if you gave him the support, as you know, your viewership is what keeps us creating videos. And yeah, Taylor's doing a great thing for us, and I really appreciate him having all these new people on. We will eventually be having on more people. Just yeah, keep it glued to the comments. I will post anytime I see something or hear something. So appreciate you all as always. Always do your due diligence when you know, dating women over their 30s, and this was a lot. Keep it locked. I'll have some more for you in the next few days. Cheers.